Hello everyone, this is Infinity Karthik Satyamurthy. Welcome to the orientation session of 5 a.m. So I'm so excited to meet you, all of you. Thank you so much. You could be doing something else, but you could be watching TV, you could be spending time with your family or something else, but you decided to spend time with us. Absolutely. Then the orientation session is going to be really, really quick, but it's very important for all of you to get into the orientation session before you start the 5am club. So let us go ahead and actually understand the calculations and different reasons why you should be part of the 5am club. We call it as a mission impossible. Many people call that, my goodness, getting at up 5 a.m. It's not something that is, a cup of a tea, but many people actually come and do it once they understand the magic of this. Okay, and here we go. Here we go. Why 5am? Why 5am? I'm using mind map for those of you who are not aware of this. We're going to be covering an amazing thing here. It is a focus time, okay? The morning 5 o'clock is going to be focus time. In our ancient scripture, this is also considered to be a part of the Brahma Muhurta. If you are able to do this during the Brahma Muhurta, you'll get an amazing results. And in scientific terms, so many of you say that, I don't like the ancient history or ancient part of it. So for those of you, I'm going to tell you, in a scientific term, we have something called as ultradium rhythm. It is proven and scientifically proven that the morning, the energy level will be very higher. As you're proceeding, it will be a windows of 90 minutes and then 20 minutes, 90 minutes and 20 minutes. The more you're actually going on the top of the performance, so that you are going to be having the best of the best results coming in your life. This top performance is nothing but this 5 a.m. actually falls in this top performance, and that is why it is very important for all of you to be part of it. This concept is called as ultradium rhythm. So before I get started with the 5 a.m. other details that you can actually look at this, I'm going to tell you a very, very important message using the picture. I call it as a visual thinking, and I want all of you to look at this and type in connected once you see this. Even though you're watching this as a recorded video, I want every one of you to actually type in connected once you do this. If you want to take time, just pause this video and go through this. This will be amazing. Okay. So people don't decide their future. They decide their habit that decides their future. Look at this. This person wants to become like this, but the habit of eating non-stop ice cream is never going to let him go. So even before you succeed, we can actually tell you whether you're going to be succeeding in your life or not, depending on your habit. Look at this. A person who is going to actually want to become this, he has to build a habit of going to gym and doing the hard work. That's where he's going to be getting like this. He'll be getting the body like that. But unfortunately, we want to have a body like this, but our habits are like this. So it is important that how you are going to build your habit is going to determine your life. The more powerful habits that you're able to build, the more powerful your life is going to become. And another important part I'm going to be sharing you here, the importance of this small step. Every single time, whatever the activity that you will do it on a day-to-day basis is going to decide where you're going to be reaching. But all of us want to say, oh no, I'm going to take 1 week break, I'm going to take 1 month break, and I'm going to work on this big time, and I'll finish all my year task in 1 month. I'm sorry, then you're belonging to this step. I want all of you to look at this and type in the chat. Okay, it could be in WhatsApp or wherever you are seeing this, in the Zoom chat. Type in steps connected, so that I will be watching these comments that all of you are putting it personally. So I'll know that you have gone through this stage of the video. Amazing, amazing, all of you. But if you can take a small step every single day, you will reach much, much more higher compared to the other location that you are looking at. Let's hear to get started. Now here is what you're going to be doing. Here is what you're going to be doing as part of 5am. So another reason why 5am club is very, very important is that this is also is going to help you with the law of attraction. It is the highest form of energy in the morning. This will help you to actually multiply your energy level much faster, much easier, and much more robust way. Okay. And how you start your day will determine how exactly your whole day is going to become. If you start your day with amazing things, good things at the high note and a high positive note, you're going to get the maximum results. And this is also a me time where you can spend the time with yourself. I'm going to tell you, for those of you who are thinking 5am Club is going to be for 1 hour or 2 hours, I'm sorry, it's only for 15 minutes. It's going to be for 15 minutes. I'm going to tell you how exactly it's going to be planning out. In the 15 to 20 minutes, 5 minutes will be an exercise. This is an innovative exercise. It's not like you'll do a lot of hard work and other stuff. Everything you'll do is actually very simple and very robust. And the next one is next 5 minutes, you'll be planning your day. And that is going to be really stunning. Many of you are not planning today how you are starting your day. And the best part about this is you will start planning your day and that within 5 minutes. Even if you have used best of the best technique, I'm going to tell you, you're going to be literally loving this technique, which I'm going to be telling you. And the next 5 minutes, we're going to be covering Neuro Gym. What is this Neuro Gym is all about? Neuro Gym is all about having different type of questions that is being asked. This will help you to actually improve your decision-making skills. The kind of questions that are actually picked up and has been put in is going to help you in answering so many questions. The next one will be productivity tip. How you can apply this productivity tip. I'm going to share you a simple productivity tip and that you can apply it throughout your day, and that can literally change your life. That can literally change your life. And that is what I'm talking about, taking that small steps every single day. And remember, all these steps will be less than 10 to 15 minutes for you to apply it. So it's super simple. And some of them less than 5 minutes. And we'll also cover something called as a switch word. The switch word is the one which will enable your subconscious mind, and you will be able to get the highest form of energy coming in. The beauty about the switch word is you're supposed to be using this word throughout the day, at least 10 times a day. And you can use it in your WhatsApp, Telegram, Facebook account, when your conversation with the friends and everything, that can literally change your life. And this will make sure that the whole day, the positive energy stays. And we'll finish the session with the story, and that story can literally change your life. The story can literally change your life. Absolutely. And here we go. Many people will say, oh my goodness, I don't want to wake up at 5 a.m. It doesn't make sense. Oh, only fools will do it. I want to enjoy my life. I'm telling you, my friends, if you really want to enjoy your life, then you must be a part of a 5am Club. Otherwise, you will be losing a lot of things. I want all of you to write it down. 10% time spent on proper planning is going to save you 90% of your execution time. Yes, you had it right. 10% time spent on proper planning can save you 90% of execution time. So I'm going to get started with the 5 a.m. reason why you must be doing a 5 a.m. Okay. I'm going to show you with the calculation with a very simple concept called as energy per hour. EPH. I call this as a EPH, energy per hour. Okay. Type in EPH wherever you are actually looking at. It could be in WhatsApp message, or it could be wherever you are actually. Okay, let's go ahead and do the calculation, because many of you will not agree to me that you have to wake up at 5 a.m. You are not convinced. And now I'm going to be talking to you on your left brain, or a logical part of this. And here is what we're going to be doing. If you wake up at 5 o'clock instead of 7 o'clock, and this is what is going to happen. This is what is going to happen to all of you. Every day, you will be able to save 2 hours a day. 2 hours a day. Even if you're waking up at 5 o'clock, if you're not following the correct routine, you may be losing a lot of things. You may be losing lot of things into this. Okay, even before we get started with this calculation, I'm going to tell you a very important observation, because we are all humans. We understand the common life problems and the statements better compared to the other things. Assume that you have a car. The car is actually frozen in the night, and in the morning that you want to get started. And starting the car requires a starting trouble. And starting the car requires the starting trouble. and has the starting trouble. So the idea is that once you switch on the car, then you have to put this into first gear, then you have to bring it to second gear, and again you need to put it to third gear. When you do that, that is where your speed of operations will come in. Until you go to the third gear, you are actually losing a lot of energy. In this 5 with just 15 minutes a day, we'll be able to move your body from a frozen point into the third gear. The moment that has been put into third gear, you can go ahead and do anything and everything that you want in your life. If you want to do exercises, you want to read a book, no matter what you want to do, you want to become creative, it doesn't matter. Okay, that's how powerful this 5am club is for the people who are looking at. Okay, now let's get started with the calculation. These calculations are very, very important and critical in your life. And here we go. Assume that you're going to be waking up at 7 o'clock as of now, but you want to shift your working, the days to 5 o'clock. And that means technically you have got 2 hours extra per day. That means in a week, you'll be getting 14 hours a week. And if I convert this into 365, it has become 730 hours, 730 hours. All I'm doing is I'm taking this number of hours into number of months. I'm converting it. How do you do it in a normal way? In normal ways, what you will do is you divide it by 30, divide it by 24 hours, and then you divide it by 30, or you get for the direct number to convert it. I'm looking at a productivity hours. So instead of dividing this 730 hours by 24, I'm going to be dividing it by 8. Look at the calculation. I'll be dividing this by 8. Why? Because 8 hours is the productive, your office hours. Okay, for some of you it is 8 hours, some of you it's 9 hours. So that is the time that you're spending in office. So the productive part in being in the office is their 8. When I divide this by 8, I'm getting 91.25. In an ideal scenario, you will divide this by 30 days, but all 30 days is not what we are working. Some of you are not working on Saturday and Sunday. That means technically 22 working days in a month. I'm going to divide this by 22. If I divide this by 22, you're going to be getting 4 months. Okay, you're going to be getting 4 months extra in a year. Can you believe this? Can you believe this? You're going to be getting 4 months extra in a year. Now let's go and look at this. Morning, do you agree with me? In the morning hours, you'll be more focused. No chai wala, no doodh wala, nobody coming and actually disturbing you, no sabji wala, and no kids problem, no office problem. Nobody will call you at 5 o'clock and say, I have this doubt right from the office. So you're going to have a more focused time in the morning. Do you agree with me? If you work in the morning, you will be able to get 50% more productive compared to what you will do it in the other days. If you agree with me, 50% more productive, that is like 6 months extra. Okay, it's going to be 6 months extra in your life, 6 months extra in your life. Absolutely, absolutely stunning for many of you to understand this, right? 6 months extra in a year can be a very big game changer in your life. 6 months extra. Okay, now let's go and look at this. And you'll be wondering, my goodness, 6 months. Just wait, just wait. I'm going to tell you a powerful calculation. It is going to blow your mind. Now, let me ask you this questions to all of you. Let me ask you this question. Do you think you are productive all 8 hours in the office? Or you spend a lot of time, time on eating, especially lunch, breakfast, tea, then meetings. Oh my goodness, meetings are one of the big time suckers. You are going to be there in the meeting. The whole meeting will go for 1 hour. The productive actual thing is 15 minutes, which is actually required. So if you take all those things, the actual working hours, can you just tell me actual working hours? And that is going to be literally changing your life. Okay. Can you actually put it in the WhatsApp chat, wherever you're looking at, or in the Zoom, wherever you're watching this? Let me know quickly, how many hours are you saving? How many hours are you saving? How many hours are you being productive in your workplace? How many hours are you being productive in your working hours, right? So go ahead and actually put that. I know that when I ask this question to a lot of people will say, okay, my goodness, 4 hours, 5 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours. Oh, I'm not seeing anybody saying 2 hours. Okay, let me take that out. Okay, some of you say 6 hours. My goodness. Okay, those are all different numbers. What if I tell you that I'm going to average this out and put the number as 4 hours is actually productive hours throughout the year? Some of the days you can be super productive, slightly more. Some of the days you will not be. I'm going to take an average of 4 hours that can literally make a difference in your life, isn't it? So if you're going to go with this, we are going to be 4 hours a day. What I'm going to do is the same calculation that we did few minutes back. Instead of dividing that into 8, dividing this into 8, I'm going to be dividing this. I'm going to be, dividing this into 4 hours. Okay, 4 hours. The same calculation, 730. Here also 730. Instead of dividing this by 8, look at the formula, dividing this by 8, that is C4. This is C4 by 8. I'm going to be dividing this by C10 by 5. I mean, C10 by, sorry, I'm going to be putting it as 4 hours, okay? So that is going to be 182 days. And if I convert this into month by dividing it by 22, all other calculation remains same. And also, if you have focus time, earlier was 6 months, because morning you are more productive in the morning, this is going to become 12 months. Can you believe this? You're going to be getting an additional 1 year of time by waking up at 5 a.m. and following the routine that we're going to be telling you. And that's going to be really, really stunning in your life. What will happen to your life when you are going to be competing with your professional or a colleague, and you have 1 year extra productive time compared to them? What will happen to your business? How can you beat your competitor when you have working 1 year extra of productive time? What will happen to your training business, coaching business, or for the students who are actually preparing this? What will happen to your examination when you're going to be working or studying with 1 year extra productive time? You can easily beat all of your competitions. That is why you need to be part of 5 a.m. club. Okay, 5 a.m. club with Infinity Karthik. Absolutely. Okay, I'm going to tell you other parts. Okay, and another part is very, very important. Before I get started, you need to be knowing why do you want to wake up at 5 o'clock. Unless you know that reason, you will not be able to wake up. Unless you know about this, you will not be able to calculate. Now, I'm going to tell you another calculation which is very, very important. This is called EPH, energy per hour. I want all of you to calculate the energy per hour in a very, very simple manner. How can you calculate the energy per hour? Energy per hour is calculated by whatever your total income is there per year. You take that, divided by the number of months that you're working, divided by the number of working hours, number of days that you're working, and then you divide this by the productive hours, that is going to be by 8 hours. You'll be able to get the EPH calculations. Many of the people, when I tell about this EPH, they get confused. So here is what I'm going to tell you in a very, very quick manner, quick calculation, and then we are going to be getting started with this. Okay, and here we go. EPH is like this. Assume that one of the person is earning around 10 lakh rupees, and is working 12 months a day. So 12 months a year. So I'm going to be taking this, divide this by 12 months, and then the day number is 22 days, the working days. I'm going to be dividing this C7 by 22, and then energy per hour is by 8. You are working, many of you, it is going to be 473 rupees per, this is the energy per hour. If you're getting confused with this, I'm going to give a very simple calculation. Divide whatever salary you are having, divide this by 2112. So if I'm taking a 10 lakh as a salary, for some of you, you can just take and divide this by this number 2112. This is your energy per hour. Okay, and it is possible to increase your energy per hour and drastically in your life. Right? You don't need to work all 8 hours to get the same pay. Okay, you don't need to work all 8 hours to get the same pay. If you can have 2 or 3 hours where your energy per hour can be increased with a specific skill set, magical results can happen. Those 3 hours can be equivalent to 8 hours, and you can still literally save 4 to 5 hours per day. My goodness, are you getting shocked to hear this calculation or other things? Don't worry about this. We'll understand more about the EPH. I want all of you to get the concept as aha. If you had this aha moment, that you're able to get that. Amazing. If you are still having any confusion, so go through this recording once again, because that can literally change your life. That can literally change your life. Okay, so I'm going to illustrate this with a story, because many of you would understand the story much better than whatever exactly it is looking at. All of you look at the calculation. I call it as a left brain angle of understanding the things. I'm going to be talking about the right brain for those people who wants to understand with the story format. And here we go. So this is a story about, type in story, okay? Type in story wherever you're actually watching this. And the story is like this. The story is about two frogs. One of the scientists is doing the research. He takes two different vessels. He'll put it across and he'll start putting a water and starts boiling, one with the low flame, the other one with the high flame. Now the frogs, two frogs have been taken. He will take that and he'll put it into two of the different vessels. And the frog number one, or in the vessel which has a high flame, the water is boiling high, higher one. The moment the water is boiling very hot, the frog which is over there, it starts looking at the sun. Oh my goodness, it's so hot. It's so hot, and it starts jumping. It starts jumping out of it. And even though it could not tolerate that heat, because it jumped, it had one-time pain, and that pain was, it also had some burns in this on the skin, and it finally managed to escape without being killed. And now there is second frog which is over there, which is enjoying. Outside weather is very chill. Okay, outside weather is chill. Oh my goodness. And then you got the water which is there, which is slowly boiling. It is very pleasant for it. It is sitting and enjoying. My goodness, what a water, what a water. I'm simply loving this. And what happens is, the frog number one, which was there in the boiling water, it comes and say, my dear friend, you are actually on the flame. I want you to actually get out of this. There's a danger. Once the water becomes very, very hot, you will not be able to sustain over then. I want you to actually jump over this. The frog number two says, that's okay, hold on. I'm actually enjoying my life. I'm having in my complete comfort zone is there. I will actually wake up and jump once the water becomes really, really hot. Till then, why should I take this step? Is what it is saying. And now the frog one is coming and saying, no, don't take that risk. It is very, very risky for you. Please go ahead and jump it. Otherwise, this can kill you. The frog too is not ready to listen. It is in the comfort zone. One fine time, after a few minutes, the water starting boiling so much hot that it realizes, my goodness, it has become hot. Time for me to jump. It is going there and touching that, and it is figuring it out. My goodness, it is very hot. And it's again trying to touch. The vessel is very hot. Oh my goodness. It is trying to jump out of this. It is not able to do because it is already so hot, and finally dies in the vessel. Which frog do you want to become? The frog number one with a jumping frog who is ready to take the risk, one-time risk to have a lifetime, results, or you want to become the second frog, which is going to be there and relaxing now, and finally you get killed. The decision is yours. You need to take a decision what kind of frog you're going to be. Okay, your friends, your family, your parents, everybody had been telling you, wake up early and do this. You've never done this in your life. But who knows, with this story, many of you will take the decision to wake up and get started tomorrow at 5 a.m. club. Okay, great. See you. And that is how you're going to be getting. Before we do that, I'm going to tell you another quick 5 minutes to help you out how you're going to be planning your day. And this is a very, very important aspect of your life. How you're going to be planning your day will determine, okay? So when you come in tomorrow, basically on the 5 a.m. when you are going to get started, here is the rule for you. I want all of you to have your paper and pen handy, because I'm going to show you a technique how you can plan your day in 5 minutes. Before that, let me ask you this question. How many of you are currently planning your day? Honestly, tell me, how many of you are really planning your day. If you are not planning your day so far, I request all of you to put it over there. It's very, very important to know what exactly, what time, are you actually planning. If you're not planning, put it honestly, because it's going to give us a lot more idea about how things are planned out. Okay. And the second thing is, if you're already planning your day, how much time are you taking to plan your day? Put that in the numbers. That can be a very big game changer. I'm going to promise you, we are going to break that record together with, working as a team. We are going to break that record absolutely in a stunning way. Okay, let's get started. Here we go. I'm going to show you this technique, and this technique can be a very big game changer in your life. Okay, in your job. I've taught this to a lot of people, including deputy commissioners, head of the institutions, principals, and the very, very powerful officers. Everybody has enjoyed this technique. Okay, and here we go. And this is what you're going to be doing when you wake up at 5 o'clock tomorrow. Remember, when we do this tomorrow, and after this, I'm going to be covering a concept of how you can wake up at 5 a.m. very, very quickly, okay, without any trouble. Okay, I want all of you to write down the sun. This is what you're going to be planning once you come into the 5 a.m. club. Okay, write down this sun diagram, and all you need to do is write down the date that you are willing to go for. Okay, and write down the date that you're going to be willing for. Then after that, you're going to be putting the plan. Okay, put the plan of the day, and then you can start writing down the different things. Maybe tomorrow you're starting with the 5 a.m. club, so I'm going to be adding here as a 5 a.m. club. And after this 5 a.m. club is done, the next thing what you need to do is to go ahead and start writing it. What are the things that you will do it as an exercise? All the exercises that you're going to be doing. And not only that, you're going to be doing an exercise. You are going to get started with the next part of getting ready for the office. Getting ready for the office could be something like this, whatever is your routine, right? Ready for the office, probably you will take bath, and after that you will take the breakfast. Whatever it is, you just add it. Okay, and then you are getting started with your office work. How is your office work coming in? Okay, how is your office work coming in? Put the office work, and here we go. Put the office work here. What are the tasks that you're doing? Meeting number 1, meeting number 2, meeting number 3, whatever you're doing, you can put this. And the more tasks that you got, you just have to create the sub branch and keep on doing it. That's it. Even if you want to add your lunch, sleeping time, everything, you can put it. Okay, and even if you want to watch the TV, right, put the tenure, how many hours you want to see. You want to see for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, doesn't matter. That should be in the plan. And that is how you must plan your day. And the most important thing that I'm going to be showing you now is that how to wake up at 5 a.m. How to wake up at 5 a.m. is what you're going to be understanding. Here we go. How to wake up at 5 a.m. How to wake up at 5 a.m. How many of you want to know that? Because many of you are still thinking, is it really possible for me to wake up at 5 a.m.? Okay, all you need to do is a very, very simple step-by-step procedure that you have to actually do it. The first and foremost thing is, write down on a piece of paper 21 times. Write down on the piece of paper 21 times, I'll wake up at 5 a.m. I will wake up at 5 a.m. just before you are going to be sleeping. And the second thing you have to do is tell your pillow or the bed sheet, and also bed sheet, to wake you up at exactly at 5 o'clock. And it appears like a grandma story, but this works. Okay, and this is a very, very reason important why you want to wake up at 5 o'clock. Write down that reason. Without that reason being in place, you will not be able to wake up at 5 a.m. And the best part is, I still recommend all of you to go ahead and put the alarm for 4:45 a.m. at least, so that you will be waking up. If anything of these things actually fails, this is going to be a backup plan, and that you can get up. Preferably go with 4:30, because you'll have another 5-10 minutes for all of you to get ready. And that's how you have to get started with this. The idea is that I'm going to tell you more information about what will happen in the beginning of the week. You will commit one of those activities that you want to let it go, which is actually troubling you. Okay. One of the habits that you want to get it go activity. It can be a very simple activity. Once you keep on doing it, at the end of a week, we'll do a quick evaluation whether we are able to achieve that or not. At the end of this, we'll be able to achieve this or not. Let's look at this. This is a coffee cup which you got. You got a tea inside that or a coffee inside that. So already it is full. There is nothing that you can get it. You can't get a new skill or any other things because your time is already full. So unless certain portion of this goes out and the new thing comes in, you'll never be able to get the best out of it. And that is why this is very, very critical. We'll commit one of the activity that you're doing, which is unproductive for this week. You're going to be letting it go and you will have new thing that will come in once the space is created. So I want all of you to look at this. I want all of you to look at this. With this, we are going to be ending a 5am club orientation session. And here is what you need to do. So you will be able to, okay, how do you want your old age to be? If you want your old age to be sorrowing and actually being in the hospital bed, or you want to be completely energetic, enjoying your time and everything with your family and superly with the freedom of time and money that you'll be getting, how do you want to enjoy this? Look at this, look at this. And the decision is yours, decision A or decision B. And that is why we are requesting you to actually take the action today by joining the 5am club. I know that it is not easy, but I'll tell you it is worth it. But once you get used to it, you will enjoy it. You will enjoy the me time. This is the only time that you will be spending for yourself. All other time that you are spending it for somebody else, for your office, for your kids, for your spouse, or no matter what it is. Don't miss the me time. Don't miss the me time, because that is very important for you to love yourself and to accomplish all these things which you want to do it. Those of you who have already created a vision board for yourself, I strongly recommend to finish your vision, whatever your vision or goals are there, between 5 to 7 o'clock, and not to actually go it beyond that. Okay, thank you for watching this orientation session. This is Infinity Karthik. I hope all of you have got the best out of this best. I'm a high performance coach. I'm going to help you to become super productive so that you can achieve anything and everything in your life. Take care, and I'll see you at 5 a.m. sharp. Okay, see you. Bye-bye.